Invite our neighbor, any of the friends. No. We invite him.
Barely trying to get away from it.
Kaylin, I think someone should bleep the lady.
Just a suggestion.
Yeah, okay. Maybe after we'll.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome.
morning.
Morning.
Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Steve Van Meter, your senior minister. I want to welcome you all this morning. A wonderful dim vitality upon us this morning. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it marvelous? Isn't it revealing? The solstice. It is. It is. It's a new moon too. It's a new moon solstice winter celebration. And you have come to the right place at the right time right now. And here we are. We find ourselves here in the midst of this winter wonderland. So I want to thank you all for making this your spiritual destination for this morning. We're a small but mighty group, and I'm sure that many more will be added unto us. I'm sure everybody's on Zoom. We must have 27 people on Zoom right now. Well, wherever they are, we bless them as the one, knowing that we are all here by divine appointment. I want to explain that I had a little bit of surgery this last week. Yeah, went under the knife. Yeah, all right. And my doctor installed the Inspire system. I am now inspired. Put a little incision in here and inserted a 50-cent piece and a wire up to my tongue. That's why I have this little thing there. And so now it takes about a month for it to just be in your body, and then they'll activate it. And they will. I have like a garage door opener. I'll put here, turn it on. And it will stimulate my tongue and open my throat so that I don't snore as much anymore. So I finally get to sleep. So just letting you know that there's one more song.
Well, you want to do the other one?
No, we did 2 songs.
No,
we did 2 songs.
No, we didn't. You want to go back?
I mean, it could, but it wasn't.
Yeah, we
You want to go back?
did 2 songs.
No, we did 2 songs, but people were talking.
You want to go back?
No, we're good. We did 2 songs. But I want to start by thanking Linda Mitchell, who is Chris's mom. She provided the wreaths on our doors. And the ones on the outside of the building that light up. We have one at our house too. She sent us 3 wreaths, 1 for our house and 2 for the center. And quickly, the metaphysical interpretation of the wreath that we give and that we hang on our door symbolizes the unbroken energy of love, light, truth, and joy. That's why it's a circle. And it's made of evergreen wreath of greens, symbolizing the eternality of life itself. So, when you hang that wreath on your door, now you know the metaphysical interpretation of what it means to have the symbol of the circle and the evergreen. And when it lights up, it's just that much more metaphysically enlightening, right? But I want to thank Linda Mitchell, one of our online members, who provides that for us every year for several years. And we just are so grateful for her and all of our Zoom people. Grateful for everybody that comes and participates in our service. But we're going to do what we do every Sunday, starting with our vision, mission statement, which if you'd like to read along with me, I would love that. It says, we are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles. Again, I want to thank you for making this your holiday spiritual destination for this morning. And we have some announcements this morning. This key was found about 2 houses down. I don't know if this belongs to anybody. But if you hear of anybody that has lost a key, I have it. I'll be going door to door after the service and asking all of our neighbors if they've lost a key so that we can get that back to who it belongs to. So, announcements. A huge thank you to everyone who attended, and especially to all of those who helped make the holiday party so special. A heartfelt gratitude to those who prepared delicious food, participated in our gift exchange, and helped with setup and cleanup. You made the evening seamless and joyful. Let's see. We're celebrating Reverend Steve's renewal. My 5-year, I just signed a new 5-year contract with the board, so I will be here another 5 years. Look forward to my levity every Sunday for the next 5 years. Some are cheering, some are cheering even more. And we have a new bookmark. Wendy Orstat, our board president, created these bookmarks. There's a variety of shapes and sizes. Well, they're all the same size, but they're different colors and different things. They're $2.50 each, or 2 for $5. 3 for $20. You do the math. No, I think they're $3 each and 2 for $5 or something like that. Here, you know what? I've got that right up right here. $3 each, 2 for $5. There we go. Okay. Mystery solved. And those are available in the bookstore. So it's a little fundraiser that she put together. Also, we have just got in the 2026 Science of Mind magazines for January and February. They're $10 each. They have raised the price again on these for the new year. Happy New Year. Everything's going up. Thank God we're rich. But we're not raising your price. Your price stays the same because I will not pay more. I will not allow you to pay more for your spiritual magazine. There's going to come a point when we do raise the price, but for now, get them while they're $10. So that's $5 a month. That's a pretty good deal. So get your Science of Mind magazine. Let's see. Pages and pages. Our practitioner and gratitude gal herself, Deborah Perdue, has guided us with her Grooving into Gratitude circles on the 4th Sunday of each month, offering powerful tips and tools to help us make gratitude our superpower. We want to thank her for her inspirational guidance and dedication. This month will be the final Grooving into Gratitude circle on December 28th at noon, correct? But you're having something today. Oh no, we have a practitioner meeting today. That's so many things. And next Sunday, get your things that you want to release together in your mind because we're going to be doing a burning bowl ceremony where you write down all the stuff you want to release and then write on a letter to yourself the things you want to replace it with. And then I'll be holding those for the year and sending them to you next year. And if you did it last year, over the new year, you can look forward to your letter coming back to you of all the things that you're like, what, did I do one of those a year ago? Boy, what did I release? It's always fun. And our pledge drive is continuing through the end of the year. If you haven't pledged yet, I urge you to do so. This gives our board an idea of what we can expect to come in the next year, allows us to plan certain programs, and really it's a commitment that you make to yourself. When you pledge to the universe of what you intend to give to the center, you're telling the universe, I intend to have this certain amount of income. And the universe gets very busy rearranging itself to respond to what you request. I urge you to stretch yourself a little bit. Things have gone up for everyone, and your income will go up as you're consciously putting out to the universe that you expect to make more. So it's just it's a wonderful process that we play with ourselves. But I urge you to stretch yourself a little. Go a little beyond what you expect. And the universe always gets busier than you can. You can't outgive the universe. See's Candy fundraiser. There's still time. You can do it. It's wonderful See's candy. If you haven't, there's order forms on the back table, and you can go onto our website at grantspasscsl.org, fill out a form, and those candies will be delivered to your door. There is a fee, of course, for delivery, but it's well worth it. I have some at my home that we're going to open on Christmas. Chris is like, don't open those until Christmas. Don't buy those. It was like, don't buy those, and then don't open those, and then where are those? Gratitude Unfolding, a guided experience, Sunday, January 11th, again by Deborah Perdue. She's always giving. Have you noticed that? You know, but she's always receiving too. That's because she's such a giver. There's something going on there. So this is Unfolding Gratitude, a guided experience, Sunday, January 11th from 12 to 1:30. As we welcome a bright new year, we are warmly invited to an uplifting workshop designed to deepen gratitude and open the heart. Together, we'll explore the transformative power of thankfulness through gentle meditation, inspiring music, reflective journaling, and a heartfelt sharing in community. The gratitude practice is a life changer, proven to cultivate more joy, peace, clarity, and well-being. Come experience its magic for yourself. Again, Deborah Perdue, if you have any questions, check with her. It's a $20 suggested donation, and no one is turned away by their inability to pay. So please bring your journal or just a piece of paper and a pen and be ready. This our book study continues. This thing called Life by Dr. Ernest Holmes is from 9 to 9:45 over in the LEC building. After that, from 9:50 to 10:05, we have a meditation group facilitated by your loving practitioners. And let's see, I've done the grooving into gratitude, right? Are we all done there? We good? Okay. Now you guys know.
Yeah.
If you guys are bored, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Because we have so much going on here. You walk in and we put you to work.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a new group that's going to be meeting here, and is called Solata. It is their winter workshop series. Solata, Southern Oregon Living and Dying Alliance, is excited to announce our 4-part community-centered winter workshop series offered in 3 comfortable locations in Ashland, Grants Pass, and Williams. And they're going to be right here. This is so exciting because it's a group of people who've come together. Well, I'll read what they say. This community-centered workshop series will cover important topics like advanced planning, navigating hospice or rehab centers, working with a doula, and planning a funeral or burial, and much more. Each workshop will include a 1-hour presentation on the subjects, followed by breakout groups and interactive exercises, and a delicious curated dessert bar. So come for the information, stay for the dessert. This workshop series will help you gain confidence around a troubling subject and empower you with the knowledge to navigate difficult situations, whether for yourself or in the future, or it will be a helpful ally in your community or family. We will bring you experts in the field to answer your questions in a comfortable setting. Registration is required, but easy. It's $20 for, it's 4 different months, but if you pay for 3 of them, you get the 4th one free. So, and you can pay as you go, you don't have to pay all up front. I was interested in this because when one of my congregants has a situation where they come to me and say, hey, I've got a family member, or I want to plan for my own, future passing, I have to develop all this information, and all this information is right here for us. It's a really good thing to have as a community. It's a thing we don't want to talk about, but the thing that we all have to talk about. And I was really moved to do this when one of my congregants came to me and we planned a memorial service for somebody in their family, and they'd spent a whole bunch of money on a memorial service, only to later find out and find the paperwork after they had done this memorial service, that the flowers that they had chosen, the method of burial, and everything that went into it was completely different than their wishes. And they were like, oh, well, I wish I had gotten this information sooner. So it's just a way to pre-plan if you're doing any pre-planning, and we do, and as help your minister out. Pre-plan everything, and it's a beautiful, loving way to address this issue that most people don't want to talk about. So it's just something that we're putting out there and seeing if the community responds. So, and that concludes our announcements for today.
What is that?
That is January 25th from 1:30 to 4:30, right here. It's after service. So they're going to start setting up about 1 p.m. It's right here in the sanctuary. And I urge you to check this thing out. It's I've been working with them for a couple months and setting this up. And they're wonderful people, and they know a lot about this process and all the different things that people choose as their mode of making their transformation. And it's a wonderful, conscious way of doing that. So, okay, well, we're gonna stand and greet each other. And hold on, we got another announcement. Hold on. The flowers today are still from Bucky. Is there anybody that's here for the first time? Anybody? Welcome. We're glad you're here. We have a welcome packet for you we're going to bring to you. Thank you for making this your spiritual destination for the morning. I hope you find something here that you like. And oh, beautiful. Well, and if you have any questions, you can ask any of us. I'm available to you if you have any questions about what we're teaching here, but we're so glad you made the destination here this morning. We've been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us. Okay, so let's see. Cell phone reminder, if you have a cell phone, go ahead and put it on stun. And let's stand and greet each other as we sing We Are One.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Deborah Purdue, a licensed practitioner here, and it's my honor, privilege, and joy to be up here today. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. Please join me in reading the gratitude which is on the screens. I walk with confidence, stepping into my best self, and I am truly thankful. Today, our table practitioner is Janet Murray, and she's holding the high watch for us all. You will find yellow prayer request cards and blue demonstration sheets in the seat back in front of you. You can fill those out, and you can either put them in the prayer box back there or put them in the offertory, and we pray for you and with you for a week. And you can also submit a prayer request anytime at grantspasscsl.org. Know that our practitioners lovingly pray over each request we receive. It's our honor to hold you in prayer after the service, too. So practitioners who are present today, who are willing to pray with others, please raise your hand. We have 4 of us. So Janet will either pray with you or direct you to one of us. Use us. We love to pray with and for you, and we love to hear those demonstrations too. Let's read the prayer together on the screen. As I shed and behold, preparing for the new in my life, I know that I am nimble and flexible. Joyfully I anticipate all the good manifested. And let's now sing I Am Loved. You can remain seated. Today is the winter equinox, a spiritual turning point celebrating the rebirth of the sun after the longest night. It focuses on introspection, shedding darkness, and honoring cycles of nature, encouraging rest and renewal in preparation for warmer days ahead. This is also the season of light, the holy days, a time to shine light, love, and peace all around. As a beautiful song we sing says, we are the light of the world. So as we enter into our meditation time together, let's focus on the brilliant light of God that is always shining in our hearts and all around us. And I'll bring us out with a prayer. I'm feeling and knowing the presence of God right here, right now. It is oneness and connection. It is within each of us and within everything and everyone. It is light, it is love, it is harmony, it is peace. Knowing this oneness, I am sure that we are all part of it. I am one with God, and so is each person here and those on Zoom. We are the bright lights of God expressing. So I speak my word for the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living and the service today. I know each of us hears exactly what is ours to hear, that Reverend Steve listens to Spirit as He shines His bright love and light to us. The music is a beautiful blessing. Each person here is filled with the light, love, harmony, joy, and peace of God. We are so blessed, and I am truly so thankful for this and so much more. I gracefully and gratefully let go and let God. And we say together, and so it is. So now it's time for special music by Heather, and then Rev Steve's amazing talk.
So this is one of my favorites, and it's especially one of my favorites to sing this time of year. It's called Every December Sky by Beth Nielsen Chapman. Every December sky must lose its faith in leaves and dream of the spring inside the trees. How heavy the empty heart, how light the heart that's full. Sometimes I have to trust what I can't know. And sometimes I have to trust what I can't know. We walk into paradise. The angels lend us shoes. 'Cause all that we own will come to lose. And heaven is not so far outside this womb of words. With every rose that blooms, my soul is assured. It's just like a song I've known, yet still unheard. And every leaf of fire lets go, melting in the arms of earth and snow. And if I could hold you now, you'd enter like a sigh. You'd be the wind that blows the answer to why. You'd be the spring-filled trees of every December sky.
Beautiful. Let's hear it again for Heather. Everybody lose a key? All sorts of stuff going on here. Well, happy solstice. Well, this is my Merry Christmas talk. Because the next time we meet, it will be after Christmas. So you guys get it. So good morning and Merry Christmas. Happy Holy Days. I think it's the 8th day of Hanukkah. Somewhere in there. Today we celebrate the birth of Jesus. And we do so at a very powerful moment in the natural and spiritual cycle of the universe. It's a new moon. There's a whole new energy that's happening. Do you feel it? Have you guys turned on the news lately? The interstellar comet? AI or 3i Atlas? Yes, I'm very aware of it. It's a Christmas gift from E.T., right? If you believe in that sort of thing. This rock hurtling through space, changing color. Sounds kind of like what we're doing, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. But yeah, there's all sorts of things going on in the landscape of our lives. And there's a lot of being revealed right now, isn't there? There's a lot of things are coming to light, coming to enlightenment. So today is the winter solstice, the longest night of the year. And for thousands of years, cultures around the world have recognized this season, the winter solstice, as the time when the darkness reaches its peak, and then quietly, the light begins to return. Yay! I can hear Chris singing, "Here comes the sun." You know, we're affected by how much light we get, and some more than others. And when we don't get enough light, it's like not getting enough oxygen to our brain. I've experienced sleeping for the last 30 years. Christmas is not separate from this time. It's not like a coincidence that Christmas happens to be happening during the solstice. No, the pagans are sharing the holiday with us. See, Jesus' birth was months ago. We just made it to celebrate it this day so that we can all combine our holidays, right? That's a whole other talk. But if you look it up, the solstice is when light turns back towards us. We're beginning to see the warmth, the light. Now today, you wouldn't know it, right? Today's one of the rainiest days we've had so far, but boy, it's been a long time coming, hasn't it? It's been a very dry autumn, and we need the rain, don't we? God, we need the rain. Metaphysically, the winter solstice marks a turning point in our consciousness. It's the longest night of the year because it has completed its purpose. The longest, darkest night of the soul. Ah, do you love it? From this point forward, the days grow longer. The light begins to return, and enlightenment is born again within us. Hey, enlighten up, all right? Spiritually, this reminds us that even when we feel surrounded by darkness, the light is already on its way back. Christmas is a celebration of that moment. This is no accident. Metaphysically, new consciousness is always born in the dark. Isn't it? In uncertainty, in the stillness, in surrender. The manger is not just a place, it's a state of consciousness when we stop struggling just enough to allow Spirit to emerge through us. You ever had a situation that you've been fighting and you finally get so tired of fighting that you relax and go, okay, whatever's going to happen, happen. And then a miracle happens.
You're like, why did it happen just as I let go? How does it work that way? If we could have let go just a little sooner. I think we all live just a little bit under that consciousness, don't we? Under the awareness that this is working the way it does. And then it works and we go, I knew this all along. Or metaphysical genius. Metaphysicians are the type of people who wait till the last minute. We don't want to read the instructions, but we want the early bird deadline. We want the early bird price, right? We waited right until the last minute, and then we want the goodies, don't we? See, Christ consciousness is the return of our inner enlightenment. And it's throughout these ancient traditions that we celebrate this return of the light of our enlightenment. The return of the sun after the solstice, symbolizing the rebirth and the renewal and hope within our hearts. Excuse me. So what are you celebrating this solstice? What is new for you this year? Happy New You! And again, I will encourage you to start thinking of things you want to release so that next Sunday when we do our burning bowl ritual, you'll have something to put down on that piece of paper I'm going to burn in my fireplace for you. Because it's in the releasing of what doesn't work that we make room for the things that we want to be, do, and have in our lives. It's difficult to go out and buy clothes when your closet is filled with clothes you don't wear. Where are you going to put it? Chris asks me this all the time. You can't have another hoodie until you get rid of the 10, 15 you don't wear. But they're hoodies. Can't let go of hoodies. I do. I repurpose them. They become painting hoodies. Get back to my talk. The Christ story gives us this universal truth and a personal outline. Jesus represents the light of the world, born at the very moment when the light begins to increase again. This is not a coincidence, this is consciousness, recognizing itself. The star in the east? The star is our inner sun. It's reminding us that we have that spiritual nature always within us. It's always been there, but we recognize it during this time. And at the solstice, the sun appears to actually stand still for a moment before it returns. Metaphysically, this is the moment of our own inner stillness. Be still and know that you are God. See, there's not God and you. There's God as you. It can be no other way. I think I can put this down. Does it sound better? Does that sound all right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm double micing myself. Let me turn this up just a little. Okay. There we go. So, the Star of Bethlehem symbolizes that same inner illumination, that divine spark that appears when we become still enough to notice that something within us is shifting. Have you noticed something shifting lately? You don't have to turn on the news to feel it. But when you do, you certainly do feel something you just want to turn it off right away. It's like, same song, different verse, a little bit louder, a little bit worse. But there's something happening. The old stories don't hold the weight they used to. The old coping devices don't do it anymore. We're having to go more and more within. We become still enough to notice that something within us is shifting. Remember the shepherds in the night? Looking over their flock, tending to their sheep. The shepherds are watching their flock by night. This tells us awakening does not happen in the glare of certainty. It happens in quiet awareness. The message comes to those who are awake in the dark, those willing to stay present during life's longest nights, the dark night of the soul. You guys had your dark night of the soul? Wasn't it grand? Wasn't it wonderful? The enlightenment that came to you probably got you into this center. You know, when we look back at our most challenging times of life, they are our most pivotably turning around, repenting. They're the times that we changed our minds. That the old way refused to work any longer. And we had to look to new ways of being to walk through our challenges. And a new you was born. In the Christian tradition, they call this being reborn. And if you're in this room, you've probably had a reawakening. You've probably been born again, so to speak. Because something happened that the old ways no longer served you. So what does this season ask of you? Christmas and the solstice together invite us to release what no longer serves us, even your favorite hoodie. Rest in the divine stillness. Be okay with nothing happening. Can you just look at the Christmas lights and enjoy all the Christmas lights you've enjoyed your lifetime? Going back to your first memory of your first Christmas tree. And just wow. So beautiful. So magical. Trust the process and return to the light. This is what the symbol of the season is showing us, to return to our enlightened side. We're not asking to force any joy. Joy comes naturally from within when we're in alignment. We are invited to allow self-illumination. You know, when we really know who we are and we're okay with that, there's this peace beyond understanding that happens. You know what bliss is? You guys ever feel bliss? It means that you're happy with no reason. Like nothing happened that caused you to be blissful. You just all of a sudden have this energetic tingle that says, everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. You're good. It's all gonna work out. That is the true meaning of this season. Christmas is the awakening of our personal divine awareness in our own personal human experience. It's not out there somewhere to be experienced. It's an inner realization to be realized. It's a whole different, energy. I remember when I first learned the Santa Claus story. If there's any kids watching that are under the age of Santa Claus, turn the video off now. I'm going to tell the secret of what happened in my life when I found the true meaning of Christmas. And I was sitting there with my brother's a couple of years older than me, and I said, do you really think that Santa, did this and brought all these things? He goes, I don't know. I said, well, last night, I woke up in the middle of the night and I looked out the window, and the parents parents had backed up our car to the front door. And they were unloading all these things. And they didn't look like Santa Claus. My brother said, yeah, I know. He said, but there comes a time when the spirit of Christmas becomes you. And that doesn't matter. Because if you believe in Santa, it's true for you. And that will always be true for you. It doesn't matter where the gifts come from. Just know that somebody loves you enough to bring you something. And it was then that I realized that it was about what I held in my heart, not what I expected to be under the tree. And my whole perception of Christmas changed from then on. I had a deeper realization of the holy days because my big brother shared a belief in a bigger belief together. See, after darkness comes the light, comes our enlightenment, and it always happens. Light always follows the darkness. The dawn is always just around the corner, isn't it? But we get stuck in the darkness thinking this is going to be forever. This is going to be all that I get. So after renewing, or after surrender comes the renewal. After stillness comes movement. And now we begin living as the light. As the days lengthen, we're invited to embody what has been born within us. Each act of kindness extends the daylight. Each moment of forgiveness warms our soul. Each choice to love brings the light closer to our hearts. This is how Christmas continues all year long. Not on a calendar, but in our consciousness. So, may this sacred season remind you that even in your longest, darkest nights, may your brightest days be ahead of you. May your soul be enlightened with love and light as you turn back towards the light within yourself. May Christ consciousness be born anew within the soul of your awareness. And may your inner sun of awareness rise to be experienced as your new life this year. May you walk into the coming days as a bearer of this light. So Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Holy Days. And blessed be the return of the light. And so it is.
So it is.
So it's time for us to follow our teaching and go within. So I invite you to take a moment and reflect. Oh, that's good. Is that better? Maybe we go back to this one. See what happens when our energy is so great together that we feed ourselves back. So as we take a moment just to reflect on Christmases past, remembering the love of each other, of all the gifts that have been given to us, not physically, but metaphysically, of love, of friends and family. How good it is that we have this special time to reflect and to draw that energy forward into our greatest yet to be now. And we give ourselves the gift of this Christmas.
of this holy day. A time to spend with loved ones, to remember, and to release what no longer serves us. Knowing that whatever has come before us has brought us exactly the learning experience we needed in that moment to move forward into our greatest yet to be. Something powerful and wonderful is happening today. It is you. As we expand our horizons, open our hearts, minds, and souls to the influx of new love in our lives, something powerful is moving across this plane of existence. Something new is being born in each one of our hearts that allows us to just take a moment before we respond in any challenging situation and invite that spiritual energy of blessing, peace, and love into each moment. And then sitting back in radiance and observing with love the peace and harmony that fills our hearts and our situations with exactly what's needed for prosperity, wholeness, and happiness that carries us forward into our new year, into our new you, into our new greatest yet to be. So we give great thanks. Thank you, divine energy of love, for gifting us each with this thing called life. And we take full advantage of it by living fully, by blessing our brothers and sisters and ourselves with divine right action at this time. I know that something wonderful is happening by means of each one of us. So I let go. I let God be God in my situation. I release this into the living, loving law of mind where I know that it returns to me resplendent and glorious in every moment. For I know that gratitude is the key to divine prosperity. So I give thanks as we thrive together in consciousness, love, light, truth, and joy. As we affirm this together by saying, and so it is. Okay, it's time for our prosperity affirmation. So I invite you to take your gift and place it on your heart. Or if you're just giving your heart today, let's recite this together. I trust and know that all my needs are always taken care of by Spirit. Today, I gladly and generously give to this center where I am constantly spiritually nourished. And so it is. Heather?
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Beautiful. Thank you, everyone, for your offering. Let's say a prayer for this offering. this morning. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They're evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. They do good work in this world. They bless the giver and the receiver and allow this, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available to those who are choosing to remember who they are. And even for those who may not know it yet. And for that, this entire community, world, and universe is blessed with positive energy because of our giving and ability to thrive. And we are blessed. And so it is. Thank you. Let's go ahead and circle up and sing our piece.
Every peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let every peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as Creator, and we all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me, let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joy as well. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And now for our benediction. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now.
Something wonderful is happening right now.
It's happening in my mind. It's happening in my body. It's happening in the body of my affairs. I think it. I feel it. And I know it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Happy Christmas, everyone. Blessings. Enjoy.